All right. Boom. Good afternoon, everyone. Chris here again with another Facebook Live from Iloilo. And today I just want to talk about stupid, simple secret or a stupid, simple secret to succeeding at anything. And a lot of us, how many of you have ever taken something for granted because something seemed a little too easy? Well, here's the fun part. In life, we were so programmed by big corporations, industries, and all of that to think that simple things are not the answer to our problems. We always want the next expensive thing. We always want the next big thing, the newest iPhone. We want the best house. We want this. We want that. We need to have an Ivy League education, etc. But that's not necessarily the case. Honestly, if you want to succeed at anything, there's really one simple secret to that. Okay. And how many of you want to know what that is? Type me in the comments, right? I want to see where you guys are from. Okay. I want to, and of course, I want to interact with you guys for a while now. Okay. It's very simple, right? It's a very stupid, simple thing. Okay, and a lot of you actually, after hearing what I have to say, and hey, Matt, thank you. Yeah, Facebook user, you're not verified on what's what I'm looking for. You're not verified in StreamYard. Okay, Miss A, yes, this is you. Okay, so welcome. Thank you for watching from all the way from Iloilo. Parang hindi lang ako na sa Iloilo, no? Anyways, so when you guys hear the secret, honestly, some of you might not even believe me what that is. So without further ado, the super stupid, simple secret to succeed at anything is, drum roll, please. I don't have drum rolls. Modeling. Okay, not super modeling. Okay, not going to Miss Universe pageants, but basically all you have to do is model what works in whatever industry. Okay, so what does that mean? So supposing that you wanna earn more money in your life, so the only thing you have to do if you wanna earn more money is basically find a rich dude and model him. Now it helps because if you wanna be on the level of Henry C, you have to have access to people like Henry C. And sometimes we don't have the privilege of that. I don't have that privilege, right? So we can't model Henry C unless we have direct access to somebody. So sometimes you actually have to climb the ladder instead of just directly jumping into the the most successful person in the room. So, for example, before you start earning billions, maybe you should start focusing on the five figures first, right? How to consistently save 10,000 pesos per month. Okay. So you start somewhere. You start somewhere small because that's more readily accessible. And here's another secret. Okay. Consistency will always trump big wins. Okay. Small, consistent wins will always trump big wins. And hello, Miss Hazel Owano. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, right? But really nice to see you here. I also love how, um, what's the word I'm looking for, interactive you are in the comments. I appreciate that, right? And yes, consistently save. Okay. So if you're dreaming about earning millions or billions of pesos or dollars, eh mag-dollar naman tayo, right? Magharap naman tayo ng malaki. So all you have to do is find someone who's earning that much and model them, okay? But again, if you don't have a ready access for that, you need to find the next best thing on your level. So for most people, again, maybe it's not starting with billions, maybe it's starting with how can you save 10,000 pesos per month. Okay. And how can you do that if you're only earning let's say minimum wage, right? So That's a very interesting goal. Okay, so you start there. You find someone who is producing consistent results on that aspect of your life, of their lives, and learn from them. Okay, and here's the fun part: most people love to hear themselves talk. Okay, most people love to teach. Most people love to share knowledge because it puts them on a certain pedestal. So if you just ask, in most cases they will tell you the knowledge for free. Okay. However, there is something that happens sometimes when you get knowledge for free, and the knowledge is obvious. Let's say modeling, right? Stupid, simple secret to succeed at anything. All you have to do is model. Okay. Without paying for the information, sometimes the information ends up not being used, right? Because you don't value the secret. Um, a personal story that I have is, how many of you are familiar with the law of attraction? um, Rhonda Bryan, right? Dr. Rhonda Bryan, The Secret. What else? If you've read Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. The Secret is basically a concept where whatever you believe in or focus in, whatever you put attention to, you attract into your life. So if you want to attract love, okay, all you have to do is manifest love into your life. Think about it every single day, and it's going to happen. Same with money, same with career, same with everything. Now, I learned that secret when I was around 16, 17 years old. And to be fair, I did abuse the secret for a good while, but I never appreciated the law of attraction as much as I have appreciated it now. The reason why is that years down the line, when I actually went down and my businesses failed, well, I had no one to rely on, but I had no one to rely on but myself, and there was no other way up except to actually pay someone to help me get up there, right? So I ended up flying to Manila to learn about Millionaire Mind Intensive. And long story short, that was the same lesson I learned when I was 16 years old. So it's crazy. Information I paid for, information I learned for free. Same thing. Okay, it's the same thing. It's just the value that I get. So be very careful. Okay, and the reason why I'm sharing this is, you don't usually have to pay in money. Sometimes you have to pay in experience or time for you to actually understand something that you learn for free. Okay, what I'm saying though is that these stupid simple stuff are very powerful, and this is what's what I'm looking for. And I sincerely hope that this live is actually going to help you guys understand that. Okay, so, and it's the same thing, right? If you guys want love in your life, all you have to do is find someone you think you have. What's the word I'm looking for? You think has the best relationship you dream of, right? You find someone you think is having the best relationship in your life. In my case, who would I consider have the best relationships? Mm, the only person at the top of my mind is like Tony Robbins and his wife. Um, Tony Robbins is a really high level expert or profile in the world. He's world renowned. Presidents even consult with the dude, right? And to have a partner that's able to keep up with him, now that's something else, right? So for me, that's Tony Robbins. Now, is Tony Robbins accessible where I'm at? No. So I can't go and model Tony Robbins. Now, however, Tony Robbins does have a bunch of programs where I can learn directly from him. Okay. He has Unleash the Power Within. He has Mastery University, even though I don't really recommend Mastery University. Unleash the Power Within, though. You know, if you want to experience walking on literal fire, go ahead, right? So that's a that's a concept. So he does have those programs. So he has programs readily accessible that allows me to basically learn from the dude. So that guy, if I was looking into another relationship, that might be something I would consider. And of course, hello, Miss Rochelle, Rocheline, and Miss Catherine. I like that. Yeah, thank you for engaging. Okay, so that's what you have to do. All you have to do is find someone you like, the most ideal outcome that you want, and model them. Now, what's the next best thing? Well, the problem with Tony is that none of his events actually is rare, right? It's also expensive. You have to pay him like 500,000 just to attend one of his events. So, is that sustainable? Do I really want to pay 500K just to learn about relationships? Maybe not, maybe not. Okay, maybe all I have to do is find someone locally where I'm at. If not locally, nationally, I can just fly to Manila. Maybe I could just fly to Cebu, right? Or even better, why do I need to seek partners? Maybe the real issue is myself, right? Maybe the reason why I'm not getting the relationships I need is because I have things I'm not dealing with at the personal level, etc., etc. Right? So you just model what works. Find something and model that. And that's the stupid, simple secret to succeeding at anything. And the best part is you don't need a degree for this, right? You don't need the credibility. Of course, if you want to be a doctor, okay, there is no other way but for you to go to med school. All right, so you don't go to a doctor and just observe them for like 2 years and then decide that you're a doctor too. Okay, you have to follow in the exact same process that they did for them to become an amazing doctor, right? If that's your goal. So why am I sharing this? Okay, stupid simple secret. It's because some of you were pivoting towards online careers. Okay, online jobs na tayo, digital careers, and a lot of us hindi tayo na train, right? Kasi when we were young, yung script na binigay sa atin is that we have to go to school, find a good job, or go out of the country and get a good job outside the country, and then enhance our lives there. Okay, but that's not going to happen next year. Okay, that's not going to happen next year. That's not going to happen this year for most people. Hindi siya sustainable. Eh, bakit? What if hindi ka marunong mag-English? Okay, what if you don't have the qualifications to be able to work outside? Okay, what if something bad happens economically? In short, nag-down ulit yung market, magka-crash ulit. Will companies even hire from outside the country, right? Instead of hiring directly from there. Okay. Now the answer to that is that yes, they will hire from outside the country, but they will not bring you to their country. They will outsource. Okay. They will find ways to get cheaper labor remotely, and that's a very good opportunity for you guys in the Philippines. Okay. Bakit? Well, remote work, while we will be cheap labor for people in first world countries, cheap labor there versus here is day and night apart. Okay, cheap labor there could be earning as much as 30 to 50,000 pesos locally. And the best part here is that you may not be earning 100,000 per month like most freelancers, but the best part here is that you will be with your family. You will have an opportunity to work from home, work remotely, work with more freedom than you would in a corporate setting. Of course, there are limitations, right? There are certain situations where if you want a better quality job, you might want to become an agency, right? You might want to work with an agency. But my point here is that at this point in time, now is the best time for you to learn a new skill, especially if not just if you're someone who's looking to transition into digital careers, but also if you're a business owner. Okay, if you're a business owner, now's the best time to learn how you can manage your team remotely. Now's the best time to know what sort of tools can you use so that you don't have to deal with the fiasco in the Philippines. Okay? So that's it for me this afternoon. And again, the stupid simple secret to succeed at anything is to model. Find what works, model it, and do the work. Okay? It's that simple. All right. So thank you guys for watching, and see you next episode. Oh, by the way, we will have a very special guest soon joining us in our lives. His name is Alan. Just so that I don't, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't spill what the surprise is. Okay. Uh, I will basically post more details somewhere down the line. Okay. And of course, thank you, Miss Hazel, for listening. Okay? I really appreciate that. All right. See you guys